First Business Morning News. Check your local listings for stations and airtimes.
Well, the video game wars are well underway. The Sony PlayStation 3 and the Nintendo Wii have both been on the market for a few weeks now. Well, Sony had kind of a bad stumble out of the gate, so it's pretty clear that Nintendo is winning this game so far. The hype over PlayStation 3 and the Nintendo Wii had diehard video game fans in a frenzy. They lined up for hours waiting to get their hands on their favorite machine. Now that the dust has settled, we get a clear picture of who's pulling out ahead. The first sales numbers show that Nintendo Wii sold 476,000 units. Sony's PlayStation 3 sold just 197,000 units, far below expectations.
This is a big blow for Sony. It's going to take them a while to recover. They're going to have trouble getting units into the pipeline all the way up through March. And by then, the luster will have worn off. A big game that Sony was planning to sell in November, called Resistance: Fall of Man, is getting only so-so reviews from the gaming community.
Chicago Tribune consumer reporter Eric Gwynn says Nintendo is well-positioned to capitalize on the popularity of the Wii because it's simple, fun, and cheap, selling for half the amount of PlayStation 3.
Nintendo has been very smart. They've been doing things slightly different here in the United States market, things that work well in Japan that don't necessarily work in the United States. People scratch their heads a lot at Sony, but they've demonstrated that they know how to do innovative gaming, and Sony has a lot of catching up to do.
And catching up may prove to be a tough road ahead for Sony.
Gamers are a notoriously tough crowd, and the PlayStation 3 is aimed at hardcore gamers who can be a little bit unforgiving. What Sony's going to have to do is have to come out with a string of really must-have video games that you can get only on the PlayStation 3. Only time will tell if that can happen.
And Chicago Tribune consumer reporter Eric Gwynn says it's been kind of hard for him to pin Sony down on exactly how many PlayStation 3 units will be available in the next 6 months, but Nintendo has said that it will have 4 million units available worldwide by the end of this year. Tom?
And maybe the other winner out of this war between Nintendo and Sony is Microsoft, right? The Xbox 360 already in stores, already a known quantity. Folks that have money to burn and want the new console, maybe they're going for the Xbox.
Exactly, and it's got the high definition capability. It's been on the market for about a year now and is doing well. Microsoft stock as well is doing pretty good. Almost less than $2 off its 5-year high of $31.
First Business Morning News. Check your local listings for airtime. It's what's happening today first.